Hello Highflyers, I hope you're doing well. So, we were supposed to meet on Monday of this week, but we didn't. We didn't have our working lunch because it's sports week, and I pretty quickly found out that quite a lot of you not only wanted to watch the event on Monday lunch, but I also saw plenty of you participate, and the last thing I would want to do is take you away from that. So I cancelled the working lunch. However, what I did say, I asked tutors to inform you, and I think most of the tutors mentioned this, that I would send a video. And the video would provide you with a working example of what you need to do between now and next Friday in preparing your Highflyers portfolio for term 2. So what I'm going to do is exactly that. In a moment, I'm going to disappear and you'll still hear my voice because I'll be walking you through what you need to do in order to show the evidence of your different codes like B5, B7, S9, G9, etc. Listen really carefully as I walk you through what to do and how to do it and where to find the folders and all of that important information. If you do have any questions, please do email me, and hopefully the video will help. The key thing is there are Word documents. There are 9 templates, so Word templates. So basically you can go into a folder and get a brochure template and then change it up and use it and put your photos into the brochure to show your evidence of code B6 or B7. And that is what I'm going to demonstrate to you, how to create your evidence brochures before we get to the end of term 2 achievement assembly, because hopefully what I would like to be able to do is to give out a stack of certificates to celebrate all the amazing things that you guys have done as Highflyers, be it a competition in school, a competition out of school, helping a teacher, getting Star of the Month, etc. So without further ado, I'm going to disappear and here starts your demonstration. Okay, so here we are. You can see that I am within an example. If you look where my mouse is moving, my arrow is moving, I'm in an example Highflyer portfolio. Now, this is the equivalent of you looking at your portfolio. The original email that I sent you at the start of the academic year is it gives you the hyperlink, it gives you the web link, and if you haven't already bookmarked that, you need to, and you can go back to my email and that's how you can get into your portfolio. So it should say your name here and it should say online Highflyer portfolio, and it should be within the right level. So in this example, an example, which is a made up name, is in the bronze level. Now, what we're looking for here is for each of these folders to be showing evidence. So I'll give an example for B8. So there's my B8, there's nothing in this folder. And by the way, don't worry that it says term 1, because we'll be able to see where it says modified here, we'll see if you've added something and your name will be here on modified by. So an example, if an example drags and drops something into B8 evidence file, it'll say when she dropped it, the date, and it will say that she dropped it. So what you can see here is that the folders are there and some of them might be empty. So we've got to fill them up. So I'm going to give the example of B8. So first of all, let's remind ourselves, just so that we're really clear, there's the Highflyer success criteria, and let's just see what B8 says. I'll just make this a little bit bigger. B8, it says represents the school at least once per term, for example, school concerts, competitions, maths competitions, etc. Okay, fine, got that. So assuming that you've been in a competition like that, you can develop your portfolio, and here's how. You'll notice that there's an example layout folder here. When you open this, there are plenty of different Word examples. So if I go into example layout 6, it's basically a brochure. It's a brochure pro forma. In other words, it's an example of an empty brochure or a brochure ready to add your information in. And what you can do is you can choose the brochure layout of your choosing, and then you can move it into the folder. I don't like that one. Let's look at layout 1. Let's see what layout 1 looks like. Yeah, that might be a bit better. Okay, so what you can do is you can drag and drop pictures, photos of what you've done. You can explain that, like here you might put B8 evidence or B8 project, and then here you could write what you did. So yeah, I'm just giving you an example. For my B8 project in term 2, I decided to represent the school during the Alexandra Park School Music Exchange project, or something like that. I know there's spelling mistakes in this. That's because I'm rushing. Must never rush one's work. Let me just correct those spelling errors. Okay. Now you can download these. These are going to be easier if you download them rather than do them online. And then what you can do is talk about what you did, etc. You can choose how the layout looks. When you download this Word document, you will also you should find that the Highflyer logo is there as well. So that will be important because we need to know that it's Highflyer. The formatting's a bit funny here. So my recommendation is that you go to Save As and download a copy, and you do this offline. Okay, so let's assume that you're happy with how that looks. Then what you can do is you can move that. So you highlight it, and then you go to these 3 dots, and you want to move to, and then you choose the folder you're going to move it to. So in this example, I want to go to an example. That's the person, that's my example, and she wants to put it into B8, move here. So when we go into an example's Highflyer portfolio now, there's a Word document, and we can maybe rename it B8 evidence portfolio. Now that's a very quick run through. Of course, you're probably going to download the Word document, upload photos, write about what you did, identify the exact wording of the B8 code, say why you feel proud of what you did, how you contributed to the school, and you can put as many photos on the brochure as you want. And that's what you do. So for all of the codes that you chose, in other words, beyond B1 to B4, so in this case it would be B7, B8, B9 and B10. Those would have been chosen codes. The student, an example, would have to put a brochure, a portfolio of evidence into B7, B8, B9 and B10. And remember that in the email that you've been sent is a link to lots and lots of photo footage. There may or may not be pictures of you. It depends whether you were in that project, depending on the folder that you open. But some of those photos should help you. And the idea is that by Friday the 31st of March, your evidence portfolio has lots of brochures for your codes that you chose. And that is that. As I said, I do recommend it's easier that you download these examples. I would highlight these, download them all onto your own computer. It's just easier in Word document, and then you can re-upload them into the folder once you've actually played around, uploaded your photos, put your text into there, told us what you've done, labeled your codes, made it look basically smart and pretty and like a brochure. So there we go. I hope you find that helpful. I hope the video walkthrough helps you to work your way around your portfolio and create your evidence. Now, within the email that you've been sent, there is also a link to a folder which has lots and lots of footage of events that have taken place, such as the Alexandra Park visit, for those of you who performed or contributed to that wonderful 10 days. and lots of other events such as assemblies where we've given out star student awards. So I strongly advise you to go through those photos, and if you find any that show you receiving an award or participating in something, then by all means use that photo. That's why that folder is there and embedded into the email. And the final thing I wanted to say, you've obviously seen me demonstrate how to open up and change some of the templates for the brochures using Microsoft Word. I'm very aware that many of you prefer to use and are quite confident using Canva. Me too, I like it, it's great, it's a great program. If you would prefer to create your brochure to show your evidence portfolio for each of your codes using Canva and then upload a PDF, a Canva PDF, to your code folders, that's fine by me, and it will probably look better. So for those of you that are confident using Canva, go ahead and do that. The better it looks, the happier we are. So the deadline is Friday the, well, let me look at my calendar, Friday the 31st of March. So collate all your evidence, get your documents together. This is what I did, I'm proud of myself, these are some photos, and yeah, for every code that we see evidence for, you will get the certificates, with the exception of codes 1, 2, 3 and 4, which I think are expected codes, such as being in school with good attendance and those sort of things. But for the codes that you chose, if you show us the right evidence and your portfolio and your brochure looks good, for each one of those you get a certificate. Okay, good luck guys. Any questions? Please just ask. Good luck with your portfolios. Have a great day.